Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures. My name's Jolyon, and in today's video we're going to be building this kit right here, the Winged Tyranid Prime. Yes, we are going to be building this kit. It's nice, it's pretty easy to build, not a major issue. Don't have any major issues on this. Reposing it is definitely, I've seen people talk about having the wings, like swapping them around with the sort of scythes on top. Positioning of them, I suppose that does make sense. And no, we didn't get attacked by Tyranids. The camera fell over. But here we go. We got the glue. This is on this sprue right here. You can see we don't have too many parts. We're going to chop the wings off straight away. Going to get stuck into it really nice and quickly. As I said, it's not a massively complicated kit. Thankfully, we've got a few parts, and I'm going to get these sort of side bits off there. I don't quite remember what I was saying at that particular point, but I'm sure it was something incredibly intelligent and insightful. But I don't know what it was because it was a while ago. Anyway, so this is the sort of the main central section of the body right there. This is, I think, the head right there. Can't remember. We are going to tidy up this kit. We're going to use the knife to get rid of all the seam lines. I don't really like using mold line removers. I do own one, but I very rarely use it. When I see it, I might remember to use it, but it's a rarity. So that's why I just use this blade. Been a long time user of this X-Acto knife, so I'm just stuck in my ways. I doubt that's going to change. So, however, if you've got one, by all means use it. And if you're going to use a knife, do it safely. You know, use that, cut away from you. And don't do exactly what I do, because yeah, anyway. But while you're listening to what I'm saying, check out my website. Yeah, gloriousminiatures.com. I do have a blog there. I do have a shop. It's very temporary at the moment. I am updating the sort of reverse side of the website, and once I move house, the shop will be going live and various other things. But anyway, do go and check it out. I am going to get back to blogging. I've been a bit sidetracked with other projects, so the blogging has actually had to take a back seat at the moment. Anyway, we're gluing the head together right here. It's got this sword thing. I don't know, this blade on its head. I'm not entirely sure about it. I did ponder. I think that's what I was pondering and pointing at the blade for earlier. I was pondering, do I like that? Can I do a conversion? Maybe. In the end, I decided not to do it. I'll just build this as a vanilla kit. Conversion, I'm sure, would be entirely possible. But that's not going to be happening on here. I do plan on doing conversions at some point on this channel. I would very much like to do some sort of custom stuff in the future. I've got my custom chapter, which I've talked about on my blog, and going further into that, we're definitely going to do we're going to break out the green stuff and start doing some kit bashing in the future. So we got the left shoulder with the head attached, as you can see right here. We're going to put some glue. I'm going to drop the bit first. We're going to put some glue here, just like that, and then the sort of center part of the body. Ooh, hello, it goes in like that. I did struggle a little bit with this because I was slightly confused. Only a bit though. So we're going to apply some pressure there. We're going to get some more glue right here, and this is going to be the right sort of shoulder part. That's going to go in. That's going to go in once we've got the right angle positioning of it. Yeah, I didn't quite go according to plan there, did it? No. I'm gonna attempt it again. There we go. Make sure you apply some pressure. I don't think I did apply enough pressure, strangely. I think later on I discovered that there's a bit of a gap and I had to go back and fix it. So do make sure it's put together correctly. Maybe that was the gap there I was missing. Anyway, got that. That's the sort of torso and head section right there. Bit more pressure. Lovely jubbly. Now, as you can see, there are 3 holes on each side of the torso. You've got the sort of legs, the wings, and then the sort of siding talon bits, which we're going to do. We're going to start off with the legs, though. We're going to get the legs cleaned up. We're going to get those ready to go. And then we can attach it to the base, and then we have something a bit more sturdy to work with. So, left leg first. Going to put some glue in there. Ooh, I think the angle was very... I was not 100% certain on the like the positioning of this leg. To begin with, I think I need to break out get the base and have a quick look at it at some point to make sure it's at the right angle, because I was a bit there is a sort of locating nodule as well there, which the leg fits into, to make sure you got the right position. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure on sort of positioning of the legs. It didn't look quite right. So before the glue completely sort of glues and melds to the next bit of plastic, make sure you've got it in position and all that kind of stuff. I think to begin with, I put this on the base, put this into the wrong hole, so it's orientated completely sort of back to front. But whatever, it's standing up, that's the main thing. Going to clean up these wings. Very important thing to do, obviously. I prefer to do these bits kind of before I glue these kits together, so I don't have a disaster to clean up later when it's all glued and sort of fragile. Much better to clean these things up before you start gluing it together. Occasionally, it's not always possible, and sometimes it's basically a lot easier afterwards, because some seams are definitely hidden. But that's why it's always good to test fit as well. Then you know if you actually need to clean these things up or not. Anyway, these are the scything talons. Is that what they're called? As you'll know, I am very incredibly knowledgeable about Tyranids. And yeah, no, Tyranids are not my jam. However, I am kind of enjoying painting them up. I don't normally sort of paint these things, so it's a little bit of fun trying to paint them up. Apparently the method I've chosen to paint them up is not the quickest method. Unfortunately, all of my paints are in storage currently, and that includes all my contrast paints. Normally, when it comes to these sorts of things, I would absolutely be using contrast paints, but no. They're all in storage, and I don't really want to buy doubles of them. So I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, i.e. the slow way. Anyway, so we're going to put some glue. Oh, going to remove a little bit of that bit there. We're going to get one of these wings in like that. Apply a bit of pressure. Is that the right angle? Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Change the angle. Is that the angle's a bit wonky there? I will add some extra glue so it locks into place. That's probably all there is to it. Just going to apply a little bit more pressure, rotate the arms a little bit. There is a bit of wiggle room on these, which I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting them because they all seem to kind of lock into place. So it was, I suspect that was probably, again, another issue that I either neglected or didn't sort of notice straight away, and it's sort of biting me in the posterior. Now we got to this situation. But that's it. It's a nice kit. I was slightly concerned about the wings not getting the brush to it and that sort of stuff. I was contemplating not gluing it to the base, but there we go. It's I think we are going to be able to get the brush to it, as you can see on this slightly closer angle. We will be able to get the brush in the wings from sort of that angle there. And as I said before, this is all going to be by brushwork. I'm not going to be airbrushing these at all, which is also going to be a bit more pain for me. Unfortunately, my airbrush, along with my contrast paints, they're all in storage as well, which is a great thing, and it makes me very happy. Anyway, there's my hand, wiggly, and yep, this is the sort of 4K bit of footage right here. Obviously, compressed down to 1080p. I will be painting this up on this channel, so do bear that in mind. Make sure that you've, you know, done the YouTube stuff. You know what that is, yeah? Make sure that you've liked, subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and you won't miss that video when it goes live. I haven't recorded it yet, but it's going to happen, I promise. And that's all I got to say. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and goodbye.